Paper Mario the Origami King might be high on your wish list, but it's not perfect. Its crafty aesthetic, charm, and hilarious writing can't paper over all the cracks. Let's start off with the positive. This is hands down the funniest Mario game ever. With self-aware dialogue and quirky quips, the Origami King scores highly there. The turn-based system is now set on a ring, meaning you have 360 degrees to work with. But I found myself avoiding fights just to get out of doing these repetitive puzzles. On paper, the Origami King is a traditional Mario narrative, and that sounds boring. But the Origami King's storytelling is so playful, and I couldn't help but turn the page. Paper Mario's limit on jumping stifles the sense of adventure in a Mario game. This invisible wall limit above Mario stops me wanting to explore this crafty world. Paper Mario is a colourful explosion of charm that was totally enthralling. It reminds me of when I was younger, raiding the crafts box at school during art class. The damage you deal is entirely dependent on your max health and weapons. This means there's no JRPG-like progression, which leaves the game feeling flat. The dialogue sound sums up the quirky vibe of Paper Mario the Origami King. It's playful, charming, and it makes for hilarious writing demand your attention. The Origami King takes advantage of the Switch and goes for one big overworld. This creates a better sense of continuity and adventure, but it's not as great as it seems. Your progress is still linear, and the world design discourages you from backtracking. Whilst the areas are full of stuff to do, it's definitely not as open as it first appears. The amount of colour the artists have packed onto your screen is striking. It's a whirlwind of vivid colours that manages to delight from the opening cutscene. A defining characteristic of a Japanese role-playing game is progression. Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door had experience points, flower points, and levels. It's a shame that the Origami King is lacking in these popular features. Will you be picking up Paper Mario the Origami King, or giving it a miss? Fancy reading a bit more about it? Check out our review in the comments.